Hello again to our talk. I think, therefore I am. This time we will be talking about such an important statement that was given to us all, that we are born with a free will and that we will die with a free will. Such a powerful statement. We may ask why or how. There are those who will say that it's 50% free will and 50% not. Which I see so many ways to disagree with. Because really speaking, if we look at the universe as such, how connected it all is. You look at the stars, and they all run in a system whereby if just one, and I mean one, single moon out of one of these stars moves out of its orbit, chaos takes place everywhere. Now, that is in space. Fine, okay, good. Let's look at Earth. Let's look at us, humans. Now, science have agreed, beyond the shadow of a doubt, that an atom, such a small thing that cannot be seen by the eye, it has other bits and pieces with it. As they call it, electrons, protons, and what have you. I don't want to use no terminologies here again. I'm trying to use a very simple language so we all understand. For I'm not talking to the scholars or scientists, though they could pick up a lot out of this talk. But who's to say? Anyways, if one of these electrons in this atom moves out of its orbit, i.e., it moves out of the atom, chaos will begin. That's what they call the nuclear fusion or whatever scientific word they would use. So what's up there is down here. Exactly the same. What does this tell us? That the whole universe, and we are part of this universe, it's all being connected. So where does free will comes into this? My free will. I'm sorry, but I was not asked to be born in this family. I definitely was not asked to be born in this body. And there are so many questions I could raise. And the same goes when I die. I didn't ask to die, yet I do die, just like everybody does. Now, religious people and scientists will tell you that, oh, it's a way of life. You're born and you die, thank you very much. But I'm sorry, I cannot accept that. For whatever that has created all this, surely they have created a system for the humans. This is where free will comes. We may not realize it now, we may not see it now, but I promise you, throughout our talks, you will be able to see where free will comes and how. There are those religious scholars who will go through their books, which is fine. I go through their books, hoping to pick up what I can, to learn, to think. Although all books will say to you, and this is the surprising part of it, every single book, whether it's the 3 Abrahamic books, the Torah, the Bible, the Quran, even the Buddhism, or the Hinduism. I can go on and on. There are so many groups of thoughts, or schools of thoughts, as they call them sometimes. They all agree that we do have a free will. They all agree that God controls this free will, surprisingly. So if God controls the free will, why do they say that I will be judged after death? I wonder. Now they do tell us that we choose in this life, and for that we will be judged. So many answers that they have written there. Yet, with the Buddhism, they use a different words. You see, it all is connected, really speaking. And the way I see it is connected because it all boils down to one thing: free will. Did I really choose to be in this life? Did I really choose to be in this family? Did I really choose to be in this body? And so many more questions that I can put down right now. Yet, when I look at things, I do not see that I do have the free will in all of these choices. Or no way that I could choose any of them. So they told us. And as I said, after the talks is being heard, and you take your time to think, you will see that the choice was yours. To be born in this world, to be born in this family, to be born in this body, and on and on. It is your choice. Even with the end, which what we call death. That too is your choice, and no one else's, not even God's choice. For they do tell us that God chooses. I'm sorry, I cannot accept that, because if you keep going with the talk and you start thinking, you will see that it is your choice and not God's choice. It is your decision. For you are born free will and you die free will. Though there are so many questions that rises here. For example, who dies? Is it me? Who am I? Is it the body? Or what does die? Now, in the next session, we will be talking about the human body as such. Before we go into any other topics further, let us talk about the body and what it consists of. So that way we will be able to understand what is happening to us humans. And for that, I will give you a break to think.